It's 12 o'clock on this Tuesday afternoon, and it's time now for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Tuesday afternoon, March 7th, 2017. Good afternoon, everybody. I am Victor Wiggins, and I have new news on this Tuesday afternoon here. Top story at noontime on this Tuesday afternoon here is Republican lawmakers have finally unveiled a plan to repeal major portion of Obamacare. Cabinet years the tax against health care law and a months-long debate that exposed deep with the risk of the GOP. WikiLeaks released 12 alleged CIA hacking documents. That kind of statement women make regularly where it allowed idle threats to their children and whisper their love creations beyond the boss's backs. Well, I'm going to strike. Casey Anthony knows how much of the world believes that she killed her 2-year-old daughter, despite her acquittal, but nearly 9 years later she insists that she doesn't know how the last hours of Kaylee's life unfolded. According to the fact check, President Trump is wrong about when Donald detainees as Washington President Trump on Tuesday said that Twitter that 122 vicious prisoners released by the Obama administration from Gitmo. Washington Secretary of Homeland Security John Kelly said that President Donald Trump must have convincing evidence for his allegation of Twitter that President Barack Obama ordered wiretap of his phones during the campaign. China warns of arms race after U.S. deploys missile defense in South Korea. Iran has been shot dead by poachers that are soon friends in what believed to be the first such incident in Europe. Keepers found bits of foiled rock Rhino in his enclosure to Tory show on Tuesday morning. Deputy Attorney General nominee Rod Brunson refused to come in on Tuesday to report a special counsel to oversee investigation of Russian meddling in the presidential election, and he stressed that he did not yet know about the facts of the matter. Kremlin-controlled news outlets use the root for Donald Trump's election now. They're reveling in chaos and division of his early presidency. Washington, U.S. President Donald Trump signed a new executive order Monday that bans immigration from 6 Muslim majority communities dropping Iraq from January's previous order and restates a temporary black ban on all refugees. White House stores resumed Tuesday after being on hiatus during the presidential transition and inauguration and within a few short hours. One story group got just about the access it could hope for. The National Park Service on Monday released hundreds of ground and aerial and photographs that is a snapshot of President Trump's January 20th inauguration. The American Health Care Act keeps some aspect of Obamacare intact, but the federal funding for Planned Parenthood is on the chopping block. An avalanche struck the French Alps ski resort at Tignes while many ski resorts slopes, police said. Since the beginning of 2015, 1 million refugees and migrants have entered an increase in 654 million in related funding that's come from the European Commission. Refugees deeply investigated fields in the most expensive humanitarian response ever, which played out of the refugee crisis in the eastern Mediterranean. An Australian man is facing rape, assault, and deprivation of liberty charges after allegedly keeping the 22 of the British backpacker captive for over 2 months. U.S. President Donald Trump warned of the very dire consequences of North Korea following the planning launch of 4 ballistic missiles in the Sea of Japan. Dozens of people held a rally in Los Angeles in support of an undocumented immigrant detained by U.S. ICE agents while he dropped his children off at school. President Donald Trump supervised a group taking a tour at the White House on Tuesday that forced toward 7 weeks. Texas is scheduled to execute Ronald Williams Jr., a convicted man who killed his wife in the cloud so he could collect life insurance money in 1992. A brush fire in Logan County, Colorado destroyed 3 homes, evacuated 3 schools, and prompted evacuation of pre-evacuated to north of 900 more homes, officials said. CSX Corporation named Railroad Executive E. Hunter Harrison as the new CEO and has announced bringing on 5 new board members. The National Weather Service Storm Prediction Center said 29 tornadoes damaged homes and injured and displaced residents in Missouri, Illinois, and Kansas. North Alabama State Representative Barry Porter takes leadership race after voting against it. U.S. trade deficit jumps to 5-year high in imports. Chinese cell phone equipment maker ZTE has pleaded guilty and paid about $9 million in United States allegation to violate American laws and sell in the U.S. She has an inbound storage of discovered today up to 45% as of 11 a.m. on Eastern Standard Time after the company reported 4th quarter earnings, but more importantly, announced on the nuts and it was being acquired by HP Enterprise. Blue Origin released an animation feature orbital rocket that looks very familiar. Natasha Aguilar de Soto has studied beaked whales for 15 years. She has spent dozens of months at sea floating about the deepest part of the ocean, and has names to detect whatever might be more than 5 fathoms below. Mars is particularly habitable humid as a moment. NASA's latest brainstorm could one day bring back the planet's features of some British oceans and gadget reports. Now that it works, maybe you should go home and have some sex. That's what a study just published in the Journal of Management suggests. It used to be that, along with certain sex benefits, one advantage being married was having more sex than singletons. That benefit the study diminished according to a new study released on Tuesday. Every 66 seconds this year, the American will develop Alzheimer's disease, according to Alzheimer's Associated Annual Report released on Tuesday. Alright, look at that. Stocks on this March 7th, 2017 in stocks and commodities. Dow down 3.61 points to 19.73. S&P 500 down 6.47 points to 368.84. Nasdaq down 11.73 points to 537.61. Russia 2K down 3.56 at 388.68, and VIX 11.47 up 23 cents. In the European markets here, the DAX up 7.74 points to low at 66.14. FTSE up down 11.33 points at 7,330.99. SCAC down 7.90 points to 4,955. FTSE MIB up 5.20 points at 19,455.05. Stock 600 down 1 at 372.27. Asia markets Nikkei 34.99 points down at 19,344.15. Shanghai up 8.77 points at 2,242.64. HSI up 84.79 points at 23,681.07. ASX 200 up 4.88 points at 5,761.39. Kospi up 12.69 points at 2,094.05. In oil markets, up 12 cents at 53.32. Brent up 6 cents at 56.07. Natural gas 2.85 down 500 point. RPOB gas up 108,000 points up 1.6831. And ULC HO up 136,000 points at 1.6181. Gold, silvers down 223,000 points at 17.55. Gold down 8 at 1217.50. Copper down 365,000 points at 2.6155. Platinum down 32.30 points at 964.90. And palladium down 1 at 772.15. In the bonds, US 10 year up 16,000 points 2.509%. Bond 10 year 0.319% unchanged. Japanese 10 year up 1,000 points at 0.064%. UK 10 year 1.193%. And French 10 year up 6,000 points at 0.97%. FX bonds, European US dollar up 2,000 points at 1.058. US dollar, Japanese yen up 800 points at 130.95. Great Britain pound US dollar down 31,000 points at 1.2204. US dollar CAD 13.3411 up 2,000 points, and US dollar CHF up 5,000 points at 1.0121. And looking at commodities here. Wheat 452.5 down 6. Soybean 1,023 a quarter down 14. Corn 374.5 down 4. Sugar 18.5 down 65 cents. Coffee 140.95 down 50 cents. Cotton 77.87 down $1.24. Breakfast 9.325 unchanged. Coke 1,922 down 13. Live cattle 150.15 down 40 cents. Lean off 67.40 up 225,000 point, and FT cattle 122.20 down 475,000 a point. Peter Channel News Times now 12:08 on this Tuesday afternoon, and it's time now for a sports report. Celtics and Bruins have been out off, but the Bruins with Red Sox be taking on the Washington Nationals here. With a single 40-yard dash, John Russ's time at 4.22 seconds sent shockwaves ripping around the NFL this past weekend, stamping in a mere 201 minutes of a second off. Chris Johnson famous 2008 time. Rush capitulated Minnesota in the Red Fire there. It's time to stop with the backhand compliments. Carey Leonard is just more most complete player in the NBA, might be the best player, period. NFL free agency should begin this week with a legal temporary window opening Tuesday at noon, and the 2017 legal year beginning at 4 p.m. Peter Channel News Time is now 12:08 on this Tuesday afternoon, and it's time now for traffic trends in the pot. Baby! Let's on the ferries with MTA with a ferry day at Lincoln, Commuter Rail, Fitchburg train 414 10:15 inbound is up in 5:15 Alaska between Waltham Station and North Station, Fitchburg train 47 10 a.m. from North Station up in 10:20 minutes Alaska between South Acton and Wachusett. And the subway system, it's looking good here. Okay, looking at the sideways and byways of New England here. 91 on the northbound side, slow around 69 on the Meriden. 84 eastbound side, also after Route 8 in Waterbury. 91 on the southbound side, back on the northbound stretch. Mass back on the westbound side, and 128 westbound side, a little slow on the western stretch. Route 3 on both ends is backed up from 53 in Hanover all the way at the 228 in Rockland and Derby Street in Hingham. 93 on the northbound side, also in Franconia. 93 on the northbound side, also in Vermont, headed towards Route 91. Interstate 89, southbound side, a little slow after the Canadian border up in Vermont, and Albert 59, the northbound side, a little slow up in southern Quebec, headed towards Montreal. Peter Joe News Time is now 12:10 on this Thursday afternoon, and it's time now. Okay, it is going to be a mild Tuesday, and going to be cloudy and rainy here, and expected to be mild on Wednesday before. The Never Say Die winter won't go down without a fight late in the week. All right, current conditions here in North Massachusetts at 12 p.m. Here we got a temperature of 44 degrees, temperature with a dew point about 38 degrees, humidity of 81%, and a barometer of 3.26 inches here. Okay, let's take a look at our current conditions around the region at the noon hour here. 39 degrees in Boston, 41 in Bedford, 43 in Fitchburg, 37 in Beverly and Gloucester, and Worcester, 43 in Taunton and Norwood and New Bedford, 41 in Plymouth, 30 at Falmouth and Gentlemen and Parkside, 43 in Marsfield, 41 in Nantucket, 41 degrees in Providence, 43 in Quantico, 45 in Block 44 in Montauk, 46 in Islip and New York City, 45 in Bridgeport and New Haven and Denbury and Waterbury and Hartford and Winslocks, 48 in Meriden, 39 in Springfield, 39 out in Orange, Massachusetts, and Pittsfield, Mass. 43 in North Adams, 43 in Albany, New York, 39 in Silver Springs, 37 in Rutland, Vermont, 45 in Bennington, Brattleboro, Vermont, 39 in Lebanon, New Hampshire, 32 in Lakewood, New Hampshire, 41 in Keene, New Hampshire, 45 in Chapman, New Hampshire, 39 out in Nashua and Manchester, New Hampshire, 37 in Concord and Portland, New Hampshire, 37 degrees up in Portland, Maine. Here. All right, let's take a look at our current service map around the country, and it shows state chain front from 7 portions of New Mexico, stretching all the way through Texas and stretching up the mid-south and up around Great Lakes. But there's a warm front from the North Great Lakes, north of Michigan, stretching down around Ontario and the west of New York, and on a pink front stretching to western Ontario. And a high-pressure ridges coming up much of the Intermountain region and Oklahoma, and high-pressure ridge coming in off the Atlantic coast here. And low pressures around Southern Nevada, and state chain front from Southern Bridge coming down around Montana, and rain and a front of mine stretching down the California coast, and another front of mine down around Colorado and then Mexico, and a front of mine from western Texas down to Mexico here. 55 degrees in Detroit, 61 in Pittsburgh, 65 degrees out of Washington, D.C., 67 in Atlanta, 76 in Miami, at 62 in Dallas, Texas, 82 in Brownsville, Texas, 47 degrees in Kansas City, 46 in Omaha and Chicago, Illinois, 37 in Minneapolis, St. Paul, 30 in Great Falls, Montana, 36 in Seattle, 47 in San Francisco, 57 in Los Angeles, and 56 in Phoenix, Arizona, 38 out in Albuquerque, Mexico, 48 in Las Vegas, and 37 degrees in Denver and Salt Lake City. Here. All right, take a look at radar and satellite. As we got clouds covering the region here and seeing some light to moderate rain from the South Shore, from Plymouth and Brockton, stretching up the Boston vicinity, and low Lawrence and stretching in 7 portions of New Hampshire from Concord to Manchester and Port Manchester, and some rain showers going to much of Connecticut down around Long Sound, and 72 New York around Austin, and raining around Weedington and Montgomery and northwestern parts of New Jersey and northeastern Pennsylvania and eastern to New York. Here. And zooming out, and it shows some sleet from north central New Hampshire down to west central Maine, snow around Brunswick, and snow in eastern Maine down in the western portion of the Brunswick down in western portion of Nova Scotia. And it's raining around Sarah Springs around Albany and Norfolk Poughkeepsie, and raining around Utica, Syracuse, and up around Waterbury, Watertown, New York, and eastern tier of Ontario, and raining around the Montreal area here. And zooming you out, and it shows a lot of rain showers from Ohio down around Kentucky, Tennessee, and Mississippi, and Louisiana, down to Texas, and we're gonna get that system, but when it comes here, it's gonna lose its punch here. And you're seeing some snow from northern Minnesota and North Dakota down to Ontario, down around southern Manitoba, down to Saskatchewan, and some spotty snow flurries from western Montana down to Idaho and eastern Washington, Oregon State, and northeastern California, Northern Nevada, and some rain showers from northwestern California and Oregon and Washington State, with some snow showers in the Cascades of Oregon and Washington State, and southeastern portions of Alaska. Here. Okay, let's take a look at forecast discussion here. Mild area moves north in our region this afternoon tonight. They'll bring some scattered showers this afternoon and evening. A cold front approaches from the west tonight, bringing more showers late tonight and early Wednesday. As this is a cold front that's gonna bring us some showers on Wednesday. And behind this front is going to be cold air. As dry but cold conditions return Wednesday night and Thursday as high pressure moves across the region. We're going to continue to watch the system passing us off on Friday and again on Sunday. Arctic blast returns for the weekend, so winter is not done with us just yet. As the layers of clouds are display over the region, drier masses underneath dew point depression of 5 to 10 degrees. Light showers are reaching the surface, and surface temperatures have climbed up 30s to low 40s. And should continue to advance throughout the afternoon. Still some dew points 30 32, and then snow totals on the North Hampshire border. But those, two will be coming up during the afternoon because of this trends. Our expectation is coming to an end. And snow to the past couple of patches. The ascent is weak. The upper ridge of silver and the low level of forcing still needs to increase enough moisture in place for a few light showers. So we will maintain the chance of pops throughout the afternoon. Maximum temperatures will be mid-40s and around 50 with a gusty southerly wind developing around the coast. Here. Alright, 7-day forecast goes like this. For this afternoon, showers likely. Patchwork up to 4 p.m. west. Last got about 48 degrees. South for about 11 miles outside, 22 miles an hour. Just beach is 6%. New events less than 10 minutes possible tonight. Showers patchwork, learn 45 degrees. And south for about 7-11 miles an hour. Gusts as high as 21 miles an hour. Just beach is 8%. New events between the top coordinates possible for Wednesday. Showers likely before 10 a.m. Patchwork before 8 a.m. west. Class got most of the sense got about 61 degrees. And west about 9 to 30 miles gust side, 24 miles an hour, just beach to 6%, new expense less than 7 inch possible for one night. Mostly the podcast got about 34 degrees, southwest about 7 to 11 miles an hour gust side, 29 miles an hour. Thursday, mostly sense got about 5-6 degrees, breezy but west about 10 to 50 miles increase an hour. 16 to 21 miles in the morning, west gust side, 32 miles an hour for Thursday night, podcast about 27 degrees. For Friday, Putty, Saturday podcast about 10 degrees. For Saturday, Sunday podcast got about 21 to about 10 degrees. Sunday, Putty, Sunday the podcast got about 16 degrees. For Monday, most times got about 36 degrees, and we'll be watching that front. But I'm looking at models saying it's going to pass up. We're going to get some snow showers. But no big deal here, as my weather phrase of the day is a showy Tuesday, Wednesday, top and mild condition before winter comes back with another cold shock. And that's me for the Peter Channel New News Report on this Tuesday afternoon, March 7th, 2017. I hope you have a good afternoon and good positivity, and I'll see you at 4 o'clock for a 4 o'clock report. I hope y'all have a good afternoon here.